Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. The action has already started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne.
Tries a shot! That has not gone well. That's the throw. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho receives it in a wide position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Tries to get it clear. Olise chooses to go crossfield. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's De Bruyne. That has been cut short. Palmer. Searching pass he's played there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that has left him in a heap. It's a promising position. It's a good spell. Big chance! Santos with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Palmer! Now, who's going to be first to this? Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Oh, that's a key interception. A sharp little ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
And he's managed to get free. Hakimi finds himself offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Chiellini has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Messi. Serginho wins the duel this time. Serginho spots it and intercepts. And he welcomes it in. Now that's well seen too. Pedri. Well, that looks a decent ball.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
All Black punts it upfield. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's fabulous. It's a really well-measured ball. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Now it's Olise. Now, can they get him away? Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. De Bruyne. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. Played into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pass is just off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Olise looking to get on the end of this. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Corner number 2 then. India are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. And they've switched it over to the other side. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And the shot! Goal! Santos! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Olise. It's a lovely, neat pass. Tries to play it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that has put paid to that. Santos leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Rice. Short changes him with that pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Santos leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Santos definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Yamal. Serginho with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Owen. Rice makes the interception. Defending was strong and firm. That is ended up in no man's land. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Serginho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they can counter here. That's going right the way across. The less said about that pass, the better. Out again for a throw-in. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Still just a single goal between the sides.
Público presente na partida de hoje. 9.542 espectadores.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, what has happened here? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Mbappe. Now it's Havertz. Mbappe. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Can he get on the end of this? Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Played out towards the right wing. Yamal. Well read, nice interception. All Black getting this one clear. Out for a throw.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 29. Camisa 24. Camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7. Camisa 14. Camisa 10.
Cleared without hesitation. And it's Bale! And that could have brought them level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Ribery! And that could come back to haunt them.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances. Santos have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Played into space out wide.
Santos surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Vicious ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Messi. He's had a shot! They've scored! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. And that really is so impressive. Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact.
And that's it. Well, that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Senhoras e senhores, temos o prazer de informar que os programas da partida de hoje estão disponíveis nos balcões ao lado dos portões.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Oh, cracking ball. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. And a chance! Goal! Al-Ittihad! Al-Ittihad take the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to play it through. Mbappe! And he goes cross-field. Palmer. Alexander-Arnold. Good ball, good... and a shot! And that has been clubbed away. João Cancelo gets it away. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Now what about this cross? Has another go! In for the pieces! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Santos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me.
Goal! Al-Ittihad! Into the lead once more. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mbappe plays it across. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That has been cut short.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Serginho. Not the most accurate pass. It's gone out for a throw-in. Mbappe, now it's Martinez. He's picked his way through. Martinez, there's the shot! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Owen! That was superb goalkeeping.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's Elise.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Looking to play him in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Havertz puts a cross in. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cleared away. Koundé, Al-Ittihad looking to pass their way through.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aimed beyond the defence. Owen. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Up he goes! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Triol. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the through ball. Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught napping. And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Palmer is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Al-Ittihad have the chance to go the other way. All Black punts it upfield. He's a sharp little ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. No way through. He has a look up. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again. He has done it. Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
And we're off again.
Santos can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Hangs one in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
We have ourselves a real game here. Well, oh, he's had a shot! Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball.
Carlos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's found a way through. Played in deep, punched away.
Santos clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Doku.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won. That's just playing it safe and simple.
80,113.
Chiellini. Oblak. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Olise. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that one... And Owen! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. João Cancelo is there to clear. Looking for the run. Oh, important interception. Knocks it into space. Pedri, and here's Havertz. Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this.
Substitution.
Corner number 4 coming up here. No, he didn't quite meet it right. They're up to 5 corners now. Cleared without hesitation. That has ended up in no man's land. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's on his way! Santos are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, that's fabulous. Doku! Oh, it's come off the upright. Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely aimed pass. He's well positioned here. Olise. Now it's Ribery. Out to the left it goes. Mbappe could try cutting inside here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's shifting through the gears here. Crosses in it. Off the post. And that was very necessary. He won't be happy with that one. He can run onto that. He is through here.
Oh, great feat, that.
Nice looking ball. Now it's Owen. He's going for goal. Oh, should have put that away.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Stood up well to him there. Played out to the right. Santos have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Pedri. And it's Pedri. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nicked it back promptly. And here comes the corner.
Substitution on the field.
Desperate
Number
defending
21,
required here.
Lautaro Martinez. Number 10, De Bruyne. Number 7, Mbappe. Number 5, Doku.
Roberto Carlos gets into a good position.
Number 20,
Well, that might be that.
number 13, Bukayo Saka. Number 47,
Sends it crossfield.
Phil
Now it's
Foden.
Rafael Leao.
Substitutions
If they
taking
want to
place.
counter, they
There
could
will
do
be
with
3
more
minutes
speed.
added time.
That is lovely. And a header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Kane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, what has happened here? And that's it. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was
Hello,
always
everybody,
likely
and
to be
quick
on the
announcement
card.
now.
So
We would like to
overall, I
ask you
don't
all
think
to kindly
anyone
stay
will be
seated
complaining
during
too
the
much
match.
about what
Thank
they've
you
got.
for your cooperation.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity, barely 16,000 or so. But there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. And we're underway.
Now there's a player with a silky pass and a steely tackle.
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, a midfielder renowned for his tremendous array of passes while offering his defence a solid shielding presence too.
Players don't come a whole lot better in his position. And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's De Bruyne. Mbappe. De Bruyne.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Nicely spread. Olise. And it's De Bruyne. He's a sharp little ball here. De Bruyne showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No way through, so back it comes. Best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is De Bruyne, and he's away. Big chance! He's scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Chance, surely! Saliba attempts a... He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And smartly reclaimed. Alonso. Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's gone looking for safety. And the counter is on.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Santos with the corner, there first. Otto can get it clear. And it's Serginho. Caresses it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's had it nicked away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he whips it in. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's really well cleared. Pedri. Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior. Zanetti, looking for a runner. Played in. Chiellini has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Zanetti. And they're back on the ball again. Nicely weighted ball. Cross into the box.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's clear. That's been cut out, well played. Played into space. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Looking for the run. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Out of play for a throw. Delivery from Mbappe, and it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Palmer. Cannavaro gets it away and claimed it back swiftly.
Temos minuto de acréscimo.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Knocks it into space. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are.
There's the shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Swings in across. A mighty effort! Deftly away. Serginho. Driven forward. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. And here's Vieri. Back into the middle. That's going to go a long way. And he's quick to snatch it back. Pressing high and with purpose. Kukçu, given the lift of his goal. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Olise will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cannavaro gets good distance on it. Chooses to go crossfield. De Bruyne, who's set up 1 goal so far. Now it's Vieri. And he's surging through. And they've got rid. Taken back almost at once. It's a pretty loose pass. Best. No, that pass has been well intercepted.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 24.
Best, a player who needs no introduction. Havertz wins the duel this time.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. Cannavaro with the clearance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a good ball out wide. He's picked his way through. Crosses it in here. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Time do Santos. Camisa 29.
camisa 6. Deixando o campo para a entrada dele, camisa
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
De Bruyne will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Santos will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Out to the right.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that has put paid to that. Best. And he's intervened well there. And he thumps it clear. Mbappe. Mbappe goes on a run down the left wing. Not the most accurate pass. Vieri might just make this. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Substituição.
Cannavaro goes direct. Just eases him off the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking to play him in. And it's Messi. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Vieri. Rooney. Wriggles his way through. And it's a corner. De Bruyne with the short one. Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ribéry. Tries to play it through. Crunching tackle. Pedri, now looking to orchestrate a counter. Can he get on the end of this? And that's it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Santos are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a... There's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into, and once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Havertz, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chooses to go crossfield. And it's Serginho. Played over towards the opposite flank. Santos have reclaimed it. And here's Olise. That's tidy. Now it's Olise.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Santos controlling the possession in this early phase. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's made its way to him. He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. This for the lead. And that's a poor pen.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Now it's Olise. They get a throw in. Nicely shaped ball. This shooting chance! It's in! The breakthrough strike! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Nigeria have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Zanetti. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's fabulous. Skims one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And they've got rid.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee
could soon change his status.
Havertz. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now he's off and running. Conte. Now, can they get him away? He's in space and looking for options. And here comes the corner. And we have our very first corner. Cantona, who's short. Pedri with the clearance. And it's Zanetti. Santos are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. Conte. Knocks it into space. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Owen. He has found the way through. Palmer. Olise. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. And he's there to get it away. He's gone for goal. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
Santos have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Oblak.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
One ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Tries to thread one through. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Serginho. Oh, it's played into the area. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's done very well to take that back. And he cuts out the supply. Palmer. Santos finding their passes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Santos really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And that has been clubbed away and reclaimed it in a trice. Knocks it out wide. Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Palmer did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Mbappe, and it's Serginho. Played into the middle. It's really well cleared. He's had a shot! Nigeria have the chance to go the other way. He might be in here! Now it's Rafinha. He's found a way through. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position
to do that collectively.
Cantona. Mbappe. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. Olise. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Santos really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Chiellini calmly anticipates. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Serginho. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oblak.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oblak gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Mbappe. Now can he find a finish? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking to play him in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Owen.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pass somewhat off target. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Picked out brilliantly.
Santos really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Good ball, good take. Big chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Substituição no time do Santos.
It's their second corner of the game.
Camisa 29, camisa 6. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 14, camisa 7, camisa 18.
Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Now he's got space here. Now who's going to be first to this? He's got tall. He scores! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. It was was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That's at the end. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Chiellini picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A score of outrageous...
Can he finish? There's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Santos with the corner, there first. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. And he was quick to react. Bebeto is offering some sort of an apology there. Real chance! Goal! Santos! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So, a breakthrough already. Van Basten. Oh, can he get onto this? Serginho. Well, that looks a decent ball. Olise is in a really good position out wide.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Santos have their second corner now. Havertz! He will be livid with himself. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Serginho. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Bebeto. And they're quick to press. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Will play through for the wide man. And it's Serginho. Cross to the back post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Mbappe. Aimed beyond the defence. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Santos are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Van Basten. And claimed it back swiftly. Tries to play it through. That's going right the way across. Oh, that was vital. Rui Costa. That's Bebeto. Oh, good-looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, no joy this time. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Guardiola. Santos leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And he's managed to get free. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Beckenbauer. Now it's Hullet. 30 minutes gone.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Basten. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Knocks it into space. Elise's cross. Tries to get it clear. So, third corner of the game. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Mbappe has it in a wide position. It's a mighty effort! Ball driven towards the far post. Rui Costa. Van Basten. Oh, it's Bebeto. No, again there's no way through. And it's Palmer. Owen is onto this. Van Basten.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Elise. Palmer could try cutting inside here. Firmly met. Van Basten puts his foot on the gas. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. They get a throw in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Santos in control at half-time, 2-0. Here we go again then. Rui Costa. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And they win it back again. Dink through. Alexander-Arnold is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Takes the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Roberto Carlos goes short. And it's Guardiola. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Owen. That has been cut short. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, that's fabulous. This is their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's gone backward here. He's having a go! Oh, a very decent attempt. Mbappe! Looking to go deep. He can get that clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Oblak. Nicely intercepted. Well, that's well seen too. Roberto. Oh, it's Van Basten. Saliba gets a foot in and wins the ball. Havertz. Mbappe looking to add to his goal. Rui Costa. Now it's Hullet. And this is Bebeto. Looking for options. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Messi coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of...
Owen! No, not the best of headers. And he's straight offside. Havertz. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Rui Costa. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Havertz stood his ground strongly. He's in space and looking for options. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Van Basten. Pedri gets across and deals with it. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nice looking ball. Morris ended up in no man's land. Keeper's got good distance on that. That's been cut out, well played. Hullet. Santos are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And it's Hullet. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Van Basten. That'll be a throw.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 29. Camisa 24. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, camisa 10.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he's found a way past, goes for a shot! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining, game still on. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Rafael Leao engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Rui Costa. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Rafael Leao providing an outlet on that. Great chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substituição.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Santos take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Santos, moments now away from seeing this one out. Haaland is airing after that one. And it's Kane. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Strong running down that left flank. We are into stoppage time. Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rafael Leao. And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Santos